You look in the mirror, feeling great about your recent progress. The festival celebrations start tomorrow, and you've made a quiet promise to yourself. You will enjoy exactly one cheat meal and then get right back on track. Then the relatives arrive. The kitchen fills with the sounds of frying snacks. Boxes of sweets pile up on every table, and suddenly that carefully planned illusion of control collides with a loud, overwhelming environment of constant food. In our culture, offering food is the primary way we express affection. Turning down a second serving of gulab jamun or a fresh plate of snacks is emotionally equated to rejecting a family member's love. Standard fitness advice, like telling you to track your macros or just say no, falls completely apart here. It ignores the intense social dynamic of sitting in a living room packed with insistent aunts and uncles. The rapid weight gain we see during festivals rarely comes from the actual calories in that single planned cheat meal. It stems from the psychological guilt of repeatedly giving in, paired with the intense biological stress of navigating the season. Picture a crowded, high-pressure family dinner. The plates are overflowing, and well-meaning relatives are actively deploying plate pushing, the inescapable norm of insisting you take another piece until you finally relent. We cave to this pressure because human beings are deeply wired for social harmony. We prioritize being polite and fitting into the group dynamic over listening to our own stomach's signals of fullness. Look at this graphic outlining 3 specific conversational tactics you can use to politely decline food without causing offense: the delay, the pivot, and the shield. The most effective of these is the shield. By physically holding a beverage, like a glass of water or a diet soda, in your dominant hand, you create a literal barrier that stops relatives from handing you a fresh plate. Establishing polite but firm social boundaries is a necessary survival tool. It allows you to protect your family relationships while successfully defending your personal health. Fast forward to midnight. The guests have finally gone home, the house is quiet, and you are left dealing with the sheer physical exhaustion of hosting and celebrating all day. This is the exact moment when the most dangerous eating occurs. Standing alone in the kitchen, exhausted, you start mindlessly consuming the leftover sweets. This graphic explains the biology of late-night snacking. As sleep duration drops, the red line for cortisol, your primary stress hormone, spikes violently upward. That elevated cortisol physically pushes down leptin, suppressing your fullness signal. Simultaneously, ghrelin, your hunger signal, surges upward, creating intense artificial hunger. Desperate to stay awake, your exhausted brain specifically demands quick dopamine hits, forcing you toward the fastest source of instant energy available: highly processed sugar. This line graph compares the outcome of those choices. Notice the sharp, volatile red spike and crash caused by processed festive treats, compared against the smooth, rolling green curve of steady energy provided by homemade, naturally sweetened alternatives. Late-night binging is a predictable biological reaction to unmanaged exhaustion. Your willpower isn't failing. Your hormonal system is simply reacting to extreme stress. That late-night hormonal crash leads directly to the snowball effect. An unchecked cycle of social pressure and sleep deprivation easily cascades an isolated cheat day into an entire cheat month. You can intercept this cycle with a clear system. Logical balance and strategic daily preparation are far stronger tools than relying on extreme dietary restriction. The first tactical step happens before the party. By aggressively pre-hydrating and prioritizing a high-protein snack before you leave the house, you blunt the initial spike of hunger hormones. This 24-hour clock graphic divides your festival day into 3 distinct tactical zones. You focus strictly on hydration in the morning, prioritize lean protein in the afternoon, and deliberately save your caloric room for the event in the evening. When you reach that evening event, implement the one-plate rule. By filling the majority of your plate with greens and protein, you leave a measured slice of room for mindful indulgence. The result is waking up the morning after a major celebration feeling completely at peace, and you experience the day without the heavy bloating, the guilt, or the regret of the night before. By mastering the biology of stress and setting firm social boundaries, you can fully immerse yourself in the love and traditions of the season without sacrificing your health in the process.